what's up? Red Panda Anthem. Red Panda, what's good? Red Panda Anthem. Your boy.
All right, let's talk about this. Okay. What are 3 big lessons learned from last week's drop?
Number one, everyone is focusing on the short term, and I think media does that to trick you out of your spot. Like, we had 3 to 4 weeks of a pullback. That's nothing. Some of y'all been in bad relationships 5 years, and you're like, man, the market's crashing. I'm like, no, the relationship crashing. Why don't you get out of that? Moment of silence. Okay, I'll keep going. Number 2.
Hold on, Ed, I got you.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Number 2.
Congratulations.
Namaste. I have water. I'm peaceful today, right? I meditated. Got a little coconut oil on. You have to focus on the highest quality assets. So for those who bought in at great prices on crypto stocks, you were fine. It wasn't that hard of a drawdown. If you're seeing something fall back 50%, 55%, 60% from a year ago, it wasn't a good asset to begin with. And then number 3, I'm realizing almost everybody is buying way too damn high. Like, when you buy a good company, good business, good brand, you don't have those same kind of fears. Now, for my veterans, I've always told you, when it's a bloody week like that or 2 weeks like that, don't open your account. It makes it a hell of a lot easier, because then you'll start to have FOMO and move things around that you shouldn't. But people are buying too high and hoping. And tonight on Stock Up Call, I'll walk you guys through. But I want to tell you guys, like, if the high is 100, when it gets to 95, you have to stop. You have to stop buying and wait for it. And now, remember a few months ago, I was like, hey, a crash is going to come. There were some people in the comments who were not pandas or earners, and they weren't familiar with us, and they were like, no, it's not going to happen. And now we're there. Now, even everybody on the Bitcoin side is like, yo, 30 is probable. And if 30 breaks, 21 will be sitting there for you. You have to wait for the right prices to buy the best assets in the world and not gamble. And shout out to Chris. He had a great quote. He was like, how do you guys say you want generational wealth and you won't hold the stock for 3 or 4 weeks? Like, y'all just saying it because it sounds cute on IG, because you want big girl to DM you. Stay dedicated to the craft. If you look at any stock over a 5 to 10 year period, crypto 5 to 10 year period, you would be crazy to get out of anything that is of high quality. Don't do it.
Yeah, I would say execute, man. That's the biggest lesson, right? Like, we can talk about the price points and we can talk about entries, but if you're not actually executing on it, then what, you just hoarding the information, and that becomes super dangerous, right? Like, you can know a lot and do nothing with it. So that, you like, they always tell you about like knowledge is power. I'm like, nah, man, knowledge is power when it's executed. When you execute it, that's when it becomes powerful. So like, execute. Like, we told you. And
can I be real? Even with that?
Hold on, real quick.
Right, yeah.
We spoke about 4 stocks that we invested in, but there was some other ones too that you could have, right? If you would have invested in Netflix when it was 376, right? Think about this. Right? It was at 376. Within 3 days, it's up at 425. It got up to today, right? We're talking about a company that you've been paying probably for the last 8 years without unconsciously paying, right? And they raising prices on your subscription now, and you're not even going to blink. So it's a company that you're already spending with. It actually hit a low for 52 weeks, and it's like, all right, well, is this a good point? Yeah, we gave you 4, and if you were watching Netflix, you could have obviously had a nice run up.
Yeah, if you're playing these option calls too, that you gotta, when something hits a 52-week low, you gotta start to consider. Even if it's not a long-term play. I mean, even Zoom's up $10 today. Mm-hmm. It's not really
going back to the ground though.
Yeah, but I mean, if you did the option, you're gonna make some money.
Right.
So it's one of
these. But I don't want them to come back and blame us. And Shorty told me to.
Well, disclaimer: I'm not telling you to do it. Please do
your own research. So hopefully you don't have to go through that.
Yes. Nah, I'm not telling you nothing.
Because then they gonna have their own mic clipped it up. So we gotta play defense. You're not gonna strip me. No pick 6 over here. Nope.
You said no pick 6?
Man.
Remember the time and they said
this that Red Panda Anthem. Ian, what's up? This that Red Panda Anthem. Red Panda, what's good? Red Panda Anthem. Your boy.